Scientific Study of RIG VEDA, Class 24. Today we are going through the Sooktha 5 of Mandal 1. Here also the Devata is Indra. First try to understand what is Indra. We have already seen that there is a coordinating force acting inside any of our works or any work that is taking place in the or any activity that is taking place in the universe. All activities are related with a certain chemical changes. If anything is taking place, any action is taking place in this universe, inside it there is some chemical changes taking place. Sometimes it may be structural changes. So inside that there is a coordinating force is developed. We know as per Newton's first law, every substance has a tendency to remain as such. To changes from one that state to another, that is the action. At that time, force is required. That force is coordinating the action. That action is taking place based on certain science principles. So from this science, a force is coming out in the form of a coordinator that is coordinating the activity. That force is forcing that substance to change from that state to another based on the science that is behind that action. So such a coordinating force is known as those force that coordinate the activity in this process is known as Indra. So what all thing that is taking place in this universe, Indra is there to coordinate the activities, but he will do that duty based on science. The science behind it is giving out a force to coordinate the activity in such a way so as to complete the process based on the science or technology underlying it. Based on this, we should go through the Sooktha. So let us first go through this Sooktha, the mantra 1 in Sooktha 5 and see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 അനുഭാഗം 2 സൂക്തം 5. ഋഷി മധു ഛന്ദസ്, ദേവത ഇന്ദ്രൻ, ഛന്ദസ് ഗായത്രി. ആത്യേതാ നിഷീദേന്ദ്രം അഭിപ്രഗായതാം സഹായ സ്തോമവാഹസഹാം.
It says we should praise Indra by telling all these capabilities of that for that Indra. So Indra is what all things that are taking place in this universe. Behind this Indra is there. So Indra knows all the things, all the science behind all activity that is taking place in this universe. So he possesses a number of properties. If we want to break a stone, he possesses that property to break it. If we want to join two things by welding or anything like that, he has the capacity to join it. If we want to turn one substance to another, he has the capacity to do that. He knows he possesses all the knowledge. So first we should praise the properties of this Indra. Then only we can, what all things Indra can do. we should first understand Indra. There is a guiding force inside all operations, and we also try to understand the properties that Indra process. Then only we can sought the help of Indra to get our objectives done through that Indra. Now, let us go through the next mantra, second mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 അനുഭാഗം 2 സൂക്തം 5-ൽ 2. പുരൂതമം പുരൂണാം ഈശാനം വാര്യാണം ഇന്ദ്രം സോമേ സചാസുതേ.
In this, it says, before doing any activity, we should collect all the soma that is required. We are giving these things to the Indra. Then Indra converts it to the product. Suppose we want to cook food, rice. So first we collect the materials. The materials are raw rice, water, pot is required, heat is required. So these are soma. So we first collect it and trace Indra based on certain science principles. Here the science principle is that recite for cooking food, rice, we should mix water with raw rice, cleaned rice, and we should heat it up to a temperature and for a definite period of time. That is the science behind it. So we should trace that science, mean we should know the science, how to cook food. So in all our activities, we should first understand the science behind it, and based on this, we should collect the material and give it to Indra. Indra is joining these materials inside the pot and converting it into food. So first our duty is collect all the material based on some science principles. Science principle means for cooking food there is some recipe. For if we want to produce some chemical substances, we should collect the ingredients and we should know the chemical reaction by which we can produce that material. So we want the theory, and also based on this we should get the material and give it to Indra. Then Indra will convert it into that product. Now let us go through the third sukta.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-ൽ 3. സഖാനോ യോഗ ആഭുവത് സരായേസ പുരന്ധ്യാം ഗമദ്വാജേഭിരാസനഃ.
It says Indra giving us this brain, this technology also, because in our brain also some actions are taking place, some chemical reactions are taking place, some actions are taking place in our brain. Use this brain, we are becoming intellectual and we try to understand the method by which we can produce new things. So the Indra helps us to acquire the knowledge in our brain. There also certain things are happening. Indra, that driving force is there also. So it gives us the knowledge that is required to produce new things from certain inputs. It gives us dhan also. That means it makes us financially raise our financial capacity. It raises our financial status. By producing new things, we can acquire money. Then that Indra is possess different types of properties. Strength. It possesses its own strength in different fields. He can work in any field, because in our head it is working such a way so as to understand the science behind certain things. To acquire knowledge, it is helping us. Then, if we are based on this, if we are cooking some, producing, trying to produce some new things, there Indra is coming. So he possesses different knowledges and different types of strength to do different types of works, and he is ready to help us if you sought his help based on certain science principles, and we should also supply those material which are reduced which are required to produce new things. Now let us go through the fourth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-4. യസ്യ സംസ്ഥേന വൃണ്വതേ ഹരിസമത്സു ശത്രവഃ തസ്മാ ഇന്ദ്രായ ഗായതഃ.
Here it says Indra's vehicle, Rath, nobody can stop it. Rath means Indra is moving, or Indra is coordinating the activities. If we are doing any work, Indra is there to help us, and he is coordinating the activities, and nobody is capable to stop it if we are performing the job based on some science principles. So nobody can stop Indra in his way to complete the operation. That is what it says. So we should praise Indra based on these qualities. Now let us go through the fifth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-5. സുതപാവ്നേഷു തായിമേഷു ജയോ യന്തി വീതയേ സോമാസോ ദധ്യാശിരഹാം.
Here it says, this soma which gives to this system, that is, if we want to cook food, we are giving rice, water, etc. to the system. The system is in the pot. There Indra is there. So these things are giving to Indra, because he is taking these things and giving us the new product. Suppose we want to construct a building, we are giving all the materials and manpower to the mason or engineer. After collecting this, he is with using that things, he is converting these into the building as per plan. So we are giving it to the mason or engineer. Likewise, here Indra is coordinating the activity, so we are giving this soma to Indra. Now let us go through the next mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-6. ത്വം സൂതസ്യ പീഡയേ സദ്യോ വൃദ്ധോ അജായത ഇന്ദ്രജ്യേഷ്ഠ്യായ സുക്രദോ.
It says that Indra is ready to accept and take this ingredients. He is ready to take it at any time. He is ready. Suppose we want to make fire. We take a wood and we will put some kerosene on it, and we will produce the fire and put it on the wood. Then it will burn. How it is burning? There is a chemical reaction is taking place. The petrol and wood combined with oxygen in the outer atmosphere. This is taking place based on science things, science principles. So there is a coordinating force too. Based on this science, a force is coming out to complete this action, to burning this wood by using oxygen and mixing it with that wood and join in a definite chemical proportion, and it will burn, and finally carbon will be left behind and carbon dioxide may go on and so on. There is some chemical reaction, and Indran is coordinating such activity. He will come at any time. He is ready to do any work. Only thing he is required is we should give the material and the science, and we should apply the science. Then Indra is ready to help us at any time. So he is ready for at any time. Now let us go through the next mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-7. ആത്വാ വിശ്വന്ത്വാശവ സോമാസ ഇന്ദ്ര ഗിർവണഃ സംതേ സന്തു പ്രചേതസേ.
It says what all things materials we are giving it, it is going through the body of Indra. That means he is taking it and it is giving us the product. He is taking it. So it is going through his body. Actually there is no body. Actually this coordinating force is taking this. We are giving materials, sand, brick, etc. to the mason, and he is converting into the, he is taking it and he gives us the building after construction. Actually these materials are not going into his body. He is not eating it. But we can say that we are giving it to the mason and he is taking it. That means not like this. He is taking, accepting it and gives us the product. Likewise here also the material we supplies goes to the body of Indra, or he accepts it or he take it and he gives us the product. Then we can go through the next mantra 8.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-8. ത്വാം സ്തോമ ആവിവൃധൻ ത്വാമുക്ത്വാ ശതക്രതോ ത്വാം വർത്തന്തു നോ ഗിരഹാം.
It says that we are giving this mantra along with a certain suktas. There is a science. Based on science we are giving it. So you accept these science. Based on which you should do the karma. Based on which you are progressing your activity. Because we are giving the material and based on some chemical reactions, chemical principles, we are giving this. If we want to produce water from hydrogen and oxygen, we are giving hydrogen and oxygen based on certain science principles and technology. We should give based on science and technology this material. Then Indra will become active and he will control, move this action in forward direction and finally produce the product and gives up to it. So his action is progressing based on the science we are applying. Now let us go to the ninth mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-9. അക്ഷിദോദീസനേതിമം വാജമിന്ദ്ര സഹസ്രണം യസ്മിൻ വിശ്വാനി പൗംസ്യാം.
Here it says his capacity, his willpower, his capacity to take up any work will not reduce at any time. Indra is helping us at the time of creation itself. At the time of creation, it is there to create the universe. Now also this Indra is there to do what all things we want to do. So ability to control this activity is not reducing. He is active at all times. And his strength is there. He is in very good strength. At the time of creation and now also, he is very powerful. His ability to do any work is very great. It is not reducing. And he is helping thousands of people in this universe. In all the activities, what all things are taking place. In the upper atmosphere, rain is falling. Raining. How these charged iron particles combines to form water. There also some chemical reaction is taking place. There also is Indra is helping. So he is doing a number of things in everywhere in the universe. In the plants, food is producing using sunlight and in the leaves with the support of chlorophyll, etc. So Indra is there in every action. So his capacity to take up such activities, infinite number of activities at the same time, we should praise it. Indra possesses such a very wonderful capacity, power and strength. Now let us go through the last mantra, 10th.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 5-10. മാനോ മർത്ത അഭിദ്രുഹൻ തനൂനാം ഇന്ദ്രഗർവണഃ ഈശാനോ യവയാവധം.
This sukta tells Indra to protect us from any enemy. Our safety also is looked after by Indra, because if any bacteria or anything comes inside our body, the body is trying to remove it, attack that enemy, that virus. So a battle is taking place there also. The action is also taking place there. There also Indra is involved. There also some action is taking place inside our body. So it tells Indra to protect us from all our enemies. Our body itself is a chemical lab. A number of chemical actions are taking place. While speaking, some chemical actions are taking place, from which energy is coming out. With the use of that energy, the muscles are moving. There also Indra is there to coordinate the activity. So it is controlling our activity. It is protecting us from all types of enemies, whether it is virus or if anyone is trying to attack us, we are trying to escape from it with the help of Indra, because this universe is going through 4 yugas. From the start, development is taking place in the universe through 4 stages. It reaches at the final stage a beautiful world. To do that work, they are using us. We are also involving in that activity. The progress is taking place in the universe. They created us. That force created us to take part in that activity. So Indra is there. While creating us, Indra is there, and Indra using us to control that activities. What all things we are bound to do, then Indra is there. And Indra is also helping us to complete our duty. So Indra is with us. It also protects us. Otherwise, we cannot do the work. So, wherever we are doing our work, then Indra is there to support us. It also protect us also. In general, what all things that is taking place in this universe, it is coordinated by certain driving forces. These are coming out from some science principles, and some driving forces are there to coordinate that activity based on the science. That force is generally named as Indra. So from from the start of creation of this universe till the end, in all the activities, a driving force is there, and that force is Indra. And this Indra is doing the work, will do the work based on science principles. So if we want to do anything, we should do it scientifically. Then only that force, the force inside that workplace, coordinate that activity and convert it into the product.